Hi guys, Paul from Wicked Sounds Entertainments with you again. Now then, do you remember a few days ago when I did the video regarding the SDJ-1 and that strange little SDHC logo that was on it, the one that I've just been showing you? Well, I said I'm going to get an SD card that's a HC 8 gig card, why not? And I'm going to give it a try to see if the SDJ-1 is capable of reading high density or high capacity cards. Well, I got onto eBay and I found a nice priced 8 gig card and ordered it, and it arrived today. And look, there it is, my Alexa 8 gig SDHC card. Now then, I have loaded it with some tracks. I loaded it with about 1200 tracks actually, which was just short of 6 gig, and put it into the SDJ-1, and didn't work. It just got confused. It got stuck at the folder that the tracks were in and wouldn't go past. Then I realised something. Let's have a look. I don't know if you can see on the display there. It's got 3 digits for the track. It says track underneath and 3 large digits, and that goes to 999. So I deleted some tracks. I deleted down to 1000, just one over. Put the card back in, still wouldn't have it. Confused. So I deleted another track, leaving 999. So on there are 999 tracks. Yeah, that's right, 1000 tracks on there. Now then, just turn this camera around so you can see what I'm doing. There we go, there's a Alexa card, okay, 8 gig, high density. Oh, it's not focusing, there we go, 8 gig high density card, and it's going into slot number 1. Okay, there we go. Now, I don't know if you can see on that, it's reading track number 1, track number 2. Okay, now if we give it a little bit of time, it should hopefully, there we go, read 999 tracks. And that track there, I remember from Sahara. If we just take it through, there we go, artist, Sahara, genre, bits, folder name, file name, title, I remember. Now then, let's have a look and listen. Now I've not got speakers plugged in, I've only got headphones plugged in, but it's playing. Yes, indeed, the SDJ-1 is playing high density cards. Now it doesn't read any more than 1000 tracks on a card, okay, so getting a 16 gig card is pointless, but an 8 gig card you're going to get 1000 tracks on. You ain't going to get 1000 tracks on a standard 2 gig, you ain't going to get it on 1 gig, and you're probably going to be struggling to get it on 4 gig unless you really drop your bit rate, which you obviously don't want to be doing. But yes guys, there is SDJ-1s out there that read high density cards. Now I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but hey, that's what the YouTube's for, isn't it? We're going to share information, okay? Now, I know there's people out there that don't have SDJ-1s with the high density logo, which brings me to my second point. The version of the firmware that's in my machine is 18.61, I think it is. Let me just have a look. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'll have a quick look while I'm here. Let's have a look. Preset 18.21 is the version of the firmware that's in my player. Now I know that most versions are probably around about version 16, but it appears that version 18 is the version of firmware that supports high density cards. I don't think the actual socket on the SDJ-1 is different for standard cards to high density cards. I think the format is exactly the same. So it's possible that the new firmware is capable now of reading the high density cards. Now Brian over in the US, Brian S. Red, did drop a link to my video and dropped an email to the guys at American DJ, and it appears that yes, they do exist. And thanks, Brian, for doing that for me, by the way. And it appears that these machines do actually exist, but whether they are meant to be in the shops, I don't know. Looks like I've just been very, very lucky. But it does mean to say that I won't be buying any more small capacity cards. I've got plenty of those. I've got some 1 gig and 2 gigs. What I will be doing though is now purchasing as many SD cards off of eBay at decent prices, not from the Hong Kong sellers who sell you 1 gig cards with an 8 gig logo on them and all that sort of rubbish. I'll be buying them from decent people who I can trust, to mean that I can expand my library without expanding the bulge in my pocket. Now that's for another video. Anyway, that's it for me. Hope you are all jealous out there if you don't have identity reading players. It's the luck of the draw, mate, but for once I've managed to get a bit of an exclusive, unless of course there are people out there that have also got SDJ-1s with them logos on. I'm quite sure they probably are. If you've got one with a high density logo on, or high capacity logo on, please leave your comments to tell me, and say thank you for discovering this little gem. From me, until next time, practice and enjoy.